All right, guys. I don't know why it won't let me rotate my my thing today. But anyway, if it's your first time tuning into the broadcast, this is Joel Davis. This is my channel, Joel Davis Media Network. Please stick around, listen to or check out my content, and if you like it, I would love for you to follow me. I would love for you to not only follow or subscribe to me, but hit the notification bell up top every time I got something new. Please comment on my stuff and well my material, and actually don't be afraid to follow my social media content as well on the link below for my link tree. So, guys, first of all, I apologize that I have not been doing no major lives talking about some of the content that's been going on, some of the things that have been going on in the nation lately. I have been extremely busy with my life being uh, like flipped upside down with a lot of personal stuff going on. I'm going to try to do a show tonight. That's my goal. Please don't hold me to it because, like I said, my life has been really a roller coaster lately. I don't know how to explain it. Every time I turn around, there's something going on all the time. But that's all right, though. We gonna keep it moving and we gonna keep it grooving. So everybody knows that last weekend was one of the most horrific events that we could actually say has happened in a long time in politics. President Donald J. Trump almost lost his life by a 20-year-old nobody. Actually, yeah, I said he's a nobody because this guy decided to climb the roof on a climb on a roof and try to assassinate the president. But by the grace of God, because that's who's watching over Trump, this man was able to get back up and scream, "You gotta fight." So when you got someone that's doing that, you have to respect it. Okay, leader, that's real leadership. I don't care if you're not a Republican or you're not a conservative or you're not a Democrat. You gotta respect that. Now we got an issue going on, and the issue is that now a lot of people are starting to wake up, and the liberal media is not liking the fact that people are waking up. But we're gonna jump in on why Trump. No, I haven't, bro. But definitely send me the link in my email, and I definitely will. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I did. I saw it. I saw it. I did see it. I saw my man's Alex Jones predicted all this stuff too. Uh, let's revisit how we got here. When it comes to being a leader, no matter it's in this country here or any country, there's three ways they try to stop you. Now, people gonna say I'm talking conspiracy theory, and this is not conspiracy theory. This is just facts about life. When you are a threat to someone's gravy train, I mean, this is just the rule of life. First, people are going to slander your name. Everything you have ever done, anytime you've talked to someone out the way, whatever they feel like, they're going to come at you and slander your name. Number two, if that doesn't work, they will try to charge you with stuff. Okay, they would try to charge you with all kinds of stuff that doesn't even make any sense, stuff that you know good and damn well is not even, you can't investigate it. And y'all, please share this post with this post this on your community tabs, or share it with someone while we go in on this. And last but not least, if they cannot do any of the above, if they cannot slander your name till you lose support to the point that no one wants to deal with you, when they have tried to put you in confinement and they have nothing legally that's going to stick to do that, they resort to the last thing, and that is taking your life. That's just how it always has been in the arena of people wanting power. Now, the reason why I say people are waking up, because people are actually seeing a modern day version of hardships like any normal person would go through, especially if they're trying to make change and do the right thing. The radical left has inspired this type of vitriol against Donald J. Trump. And this is not because it happened recently, before he started getting numbers into the polls and he won the debate. This wasn't when he first said, "Oh, I'm going to jump into the race." What's going on, Unify? This started since 2016, when they started ramping it up. When the first time Trump announced he was running for president, we have been hearing every negative possible thing about this man that we can find. Brandon Biggs, okay, I will look him up. I think I've seen it, and I think I know what you're talking about. Let's go with number one. Number one, they preached to us that this man, there you go, Rusty Woodpecker, was a racist. They told us that this man was a racist from start to finish. And a lot of us believed this. I was one of them. Okay, I was a never Trumper back in 2016 because I was going by what the masses were saying. Because the mainstream media had me spooked. Hey man, there's a guy that's running, President Trump. I mean, Trump at the time, he's not trying to look out for the best of this country. All he's trying to do is take over and put you back in reverse. And he's racist, and he's going to destroy the economy. He's got a hair trigger temper. You're going to have nothing but wars left and right. So, yeah. But 2016 came around. I didn't start listening and believing more into Trump until the pandemic happened. When the pandemic happened, it was the most eye-opening thing for a lot of people about life. Now, I'm not going into detail about that, but I'm going to say that the pandemic started creating a momentum path for Trump's future political journey, because people started really researching what he's done and who he is, because people were being told daily that this man was a monster. They twisted his words in Charlottesville. They said that he didn't care about what happened to George St. Fentanyl Floyd. And yeah, I'm going to always say that this man died because of drugs, because this man been a drug head all his life. This man had run-ins with the cops all his life. he has played this game of, oh my God, I, I, I can't breathe. I'm hurting. To keep from ever going to get arrested. It's all documented. And yes, because of one jackass that was already a freaking complaint away from being fired from the force, met a drug addict who is a repeat offender and had no regard for human life or respect for human life. They got together and this is what the fuck happened. We got this chaotic situation of the George Floyd bullshit movement that overshadowed real racism that happened with Ahmaud Arbery. Ahmaud Arbery was a real situation, and no one took that to attention at all. They worried about George Floyd. Okay, this kid got shot by a group of white men that was father and son that was instructed to stay their ass at the house and don't follow the suspect, along with the neighbor who helped side it up. No one cared too much about that. They were too busy worrying about this bullshit ass man here. And you know what's sad? If they was gonna give anybody a statue, I rather would have seen a statue of Ahmaud Arbery than fucking George Floyd. Cause with Ahmaud, we know who Ahmaud was. The man was just a guy that was running innocently. Yes. Like I told you before, in South Georgia, they work on houses all the time. You know how many people walk in these houses and check shit out? Yeah, they all go to jail. They all went to jail. But no one talked about that. None of the fucking liberal media talked nothing about that. They didn't even try to fight for the. You know what's sad? They were all at first all interested in helping out the Ahmaud Arbery situation, the liberals. But when they found out that Ahmaud Arbery parents talked to Donald J. Trump, he gave him his real condolences. All of a sudden, they act like that the people was endorsing Trump. Oh my God. Meanwhile, Biden and company didn't even reach out to these folks. I ain't heard nothing about Biden reaching out to Ahmaud Arbery mama or daddy. And let's don't forget about the other jackass that came in later to put the icing on top. Mr. I stole a SUV and a rental. No, excuse me, Mr. I had a SUV and went over to my baby mama house that I got a restraining order for so I could whoop ass. But I wound up getting myself lit up and being in a wheelchair for the rest of my life for being stupid. Yeah, which he got $1 million GoFundMe. I don't know what happened with his money. I'm quite sure he didn't blow through it because he got more money coming in too from other donations as well. But either way it goes, the year of brotherly love 2020 was bullshit. Everybody was on some bullshit. The media was. But the people that actually wanted to research and figure out what really was going on, we had access to the computer. And that's when we found out through computer research and documented stuff on file that Trump was not as bad as he was. Exactly, Jay Strange. Racism to some people is exactly right. They think racism is as simple as having the wrong sandwich. Some people think racism is as simple as somebody, let's say for instance, example given, you and a person, you're a black, me being a black person and you a white person, you get the promotion before me. You get the promotion because you are certified and you have prior experience of being a supervisor. I've never been a supervisor. I know a lot about the job. Nah, Unified, man. I'm still trying to hustle it up, man. I haven't been able to even go hard on social media because I've had a lot of personal stuff going on in my family. I had another death in my family Rest in peace to my cousin Craig. I grew up with Mordro. God bless his soul. I've had, you know, my wife, and then we've had some other personal matters going on, family related, that I'm not going to get into because it's just, it's a personal matter. But yeah, I just had a lot going on. And work, oh my God, let's don't even start with that. My job has been stressing me out. So it's just been difficult to do a steady schedule. That's why I wish sometimes I was already. Yeah, I try hire car. Hire car right here not super affordable. Let's talk about that, Unifier. Uh, Hire car where I'm at. Nah, it's not super affordable. They charge damn near $68 to $70 a day. These people out here is outrageous. In the South, they ain't like, well, I don't know if you up north and people's a little bit understanding, but up here they be trying to break your head off, bro. They ain't trying to work with you when it comes to no car, cause people treat cars like that shit's gold down here. But anyway, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying. So y'all have to bear with me. I think that's why my channel don't grow as much. That's why I do a lot of shorts now, because it's hard for me to grow my channel because I can't get on a set schedule because my life is so chaotic. I try to focus on the thing that we originally talked about, the Mondays, the Tuesdays, the Thursdays, and the Saturdays, but it is hard because my schedule is nuts. You know what I mean? And even if I was retired, what I had going on this month, I still would have not been able to do such. Like I was gonna do a show last night, but something came up personal wise and I couldn't. But anyway, let's get back on topic. I don't want to talk about this. Talk about me. Let's talk about. Let's get on topic. So after this started happening, you not started to notice too, a lot of black churches started reaching out to Trump. Why are black churches started reaching out to Trump? Started back in 2021, and it's slowly been building up at a rapid speed. Because Trump started talking to the black community through truth. The truth is, thank y'all for keep sharing. Yes, let's get more people in here. The more y'all share on y'all social media, your YouTube, your Facebook, the more we can get people in here. The more we can get subscribers. That's what we're going to start doing. I need all my moderators to do that too. As soon as he started reaching out to the black church, when they reached out to him and he accepted the reach out, you started seeing that Trump started really taping into the black community. Trump is one of the first Republican politicians to damn near crack 40% of the black vote out of the Democrats. That is scary. The Democrats right now are at a low 70% to maybe a high 60% commitment rate from the black community. Trump has been able to tap into the black community and take about almost 50% of the black male voters from the Democratic Party to start thinking on their own. And let me tell you something that I've noticed with him doing that. When he did that, he was able to get black men to start thinking for themselves. And a lot of these black men that's thinking for themselves are now starting to be more of a leader in their relationships. Not only just in their personal relationships, but in their relationships with their children and everything else. Here. Come on, buddy. It's all good. And everything else. Say hi to the camera. See? And because of that, he is now able to give us more insight of how influential he is. We would never ever have a conservative phenomenon like Trump. Trump is one of those politicians that I want to say he's way more influential than what Obama was. And let me tell you why. Because, see, Obama ran off of the fact of the matter, people was upset and people was distraught with what was going on with the economy in 2007 and 2008 with the housing market. And people were to the point that they wanted change. So they were like, you know what? Fuck it. I am going to do something different. I'm going to vote for this dark skinned, this brown melanated man who has got everybody saying he's like the Black Hope, and we're going to see what happens from there. And that's how we got Obama. Obama did okay at first, but we already know what happened later on. The suits got to him, or as we put it, he was already in cahoots with the suits, and they gave him the instructions to go to the next phase, where after he got everybody mesmerized by him being the best presidential choice of all time. But he really wasn't. I mean, you look at how the U.S. was damn near borderline communist. I mean, if you didn't get the Obamacare, you would get penalized. And even after Trump got in and tried to unroll the shit, it's still fucked up. It's still active, which I hated Obamacare. It was dumb, it was goofy, and the doctors that you got assigned were not as good as your private sector doctors that you got from your own insurance plan, from your job. But I digress. Now, since Trump has made these inroads, since Trump has set all this up, we fast forward to 2024. What did I tell you guys on this channel? Y'all can look back on it if they ain't took it down. Because they done took so many of my fucking videos down. It's a damn shame. I said that 2024 was going to be the year of truth. We were going to find out that a lot of things that's been going on in this country and around us is coming to light. And lo and behold, what did we find out in 2024? We found out in 2024 that the Dems was trying to overthrow an innocent man because they were so afraid that they couldn't beat him, which is Trump. First, they tried to get him with classified documents. Then that didn't work. Then they bust out and said, oh yeah, well, excuse me, let me rephrase that. First, they tried to get him with the election situation in Georgia. Oh, he tried to overthrow the government with the election. And don't forget about that January 6th bullshit-ass rally cry. J6, J6, J6. Motherfucker, y'all better start thinking about what happened on to Trump the day of where he might have tried to assassinate him, J13. Let's talk about that. That was living infamy for me. But they'll never talk about that. Anyway, get back to what I was saying. They bust out with that bullshit. Then they turned around and said, okay, all right. Now we done try to get him with the election bullshit. Ooh, Stormy Daniels. We're going to get him with trying to pay her off to keep her mouth shut, allegedly. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna go. He needs to be sentenced for that. So then they go and get him for that. Then they turn around and like, you know what? He did bad business dealings. And then they go and they try to get him for the classified documents that he declassified himself in with proper procedure, which he even said it There was even stated that the procedure he used was supposed to be declassified, and he did it right, and he still was trying to get prosecuted by these Dems. So you got all that going on. Everybody say, "Oh, he going to jail." Oh, y'all can forget it now. Your candidate's fucked. Yeah, you know all that big shit they were talking. And guess what happened? All of a sudden, they got one conviction out of the bullshit, which was, we already know, in New York, Bragg, his little puppy buddy, and Judge, they say, yeah, we did it. You know, he doing the cover of the magazine talking about he's the first prosecutor to go after a big politician. He is the man. He's gonna stand and make sure that everybody is held accountable. Meanwhile, in his own city, his own district. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. He's letting criminals walk on some of the most violent offenses. Example given. There was one case Bragg had. This woman's son, and shit on RNC, was violently murdered by these no good thugs. Black woman at that. Cause Bragg said he's pro-black, right? Progressives. They always pro-black, pro-indigenous people of color, pro-Hispanic, all this pro shit. They're pro for anything dark skinned. But when it comes to the crimes against another dark melanated person, they don't never hold these motherfuckers accountable. They let them out and let them reoffend again. They don't, only time they ever hold them accountable until they finally kill somebody major, like a child or somebody's mom that's black, or some politician's cousins that's black. Oh no, yeah, we gotta hold you accountable now. You gotta go in there. You gotta stay in this slammer. We done gave you so many chances, and we can't help you now. Bullshit. What's up, Anthony? You should have been done the right thing. Put their ass in jail and let them stay there. Like, how hard is that? These woke prosecutors have a problem with that. But they sure don't mind trying to go after somebody like Trump. That just makes they feel so great. They act like that's going to boost their career to the heights of unproportional levels, when in reality it doesn't. Yeah, y'all keep sharing it. We at 15 strong. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing it. I'm trying to break a record because I got a lot of shit to say today on my personal live, talking to y'all like this. We're doing a personal conversation. Ain't gonna be no sharing and videos and nothing like that shit. It's gonna be talks. We talking. So, as I was saying, when they got that conviction, you got Fannie Willis up here at the same time. She trying to go hard. Oh, I got you. Oh, I'm gonna get Trump. I'm gonna hold him to the fire. Meanwhile, she getting her back blown out by Nathan Wade and stealing money allegedly. Not only basically for Nathan Wade for blowing her back out because he got to give her that money like a little slut because she done pimped him out to get what she want. But she also has how can I put this? Lied about her dealings with him. Now, this is an open secret in the DA office of Fulton County. Everybody know that Wade and her are fucking. And that they are more than just boss and worker. They're more like boss getting worked out by worker. So it comes to light. Thank God for a jilted employee. Y'all gotta understand, them children employees. Yeah, getting back to Fannie Willis and Nate Wade. So the jilted guy. So Nathan Wade's homie was so mad about how he got rid of from the law firm because of an alleged sexual assault allegation, that sexual harassment. I'm back, y'all. No, I'm not having connection issues. My wife keeps calling me because she had to get some important information, and I thought that she had everything she needed where she was at. But hopefully, I don't get disturbed again. So, getting back to the jilted employee, if you missed that part, old boy Nathan Wade's best friend, who blew the whistle on this whole thing, talking to Trump's lawyer, which I think he was trying to. I think he had a little crush on Trump's beautiful lawyer, because the lady is beautiful. She's very attractive. So I think he had a crush on her, even though she's married. And I like to get this guy's name. I gotta get the guy's name. Terrence. Yeah, old Terrence. I knew that what his name was. I'm gonna make sure it was right. Terrence. So old Terrence, he the one that exposed Terrence Bradley. He the one that exposed all this. He was the whistleblower. So after Terrence Bradley done read this shit out, we already know what's going down after this. They went. Willis had to be interviewed. Y'all know how that went. You can look at it yourself by how bougie this bitch act. But I'm not going in the details on that. But either way it goes, at the end of the day, she won because she was about to be going up for re-election like in 2 weeks, and she won her re-election for her district because y'all already know that when it comes to Atlanta being so woke, that the black woman is God, especially if she woke, she is super God, and you cannot go against her, because if you do, you are considered to be a racist, misogynist, uncaring son of a bitch. That's right. So she won. But here's the problem that happened with Fannie. I don't call her Fannie. Fuck that. Old Fannie Booty didn't understand is that you might have won the battle, but you ain't gonna win this war. And why she ain't gonna win this war? Because now, because of what the Supreme Court has ruled, and not to mention all of the chaos that she has created with her getting her back blown out by Wade and all this money that she cannot account for, that been misappropriated in the office, and people been saying that she's been misappropriating funds, the case is dead. Now the good thing is Willis gets to keep her little DA bullshit ass position that I feel like she don't deserve, because she's not a good DA. She's more of a what can I do to further my career and fuck people over to the top. But guess what? The great thing about that is that she's only a prosecutor in name only, because she has nothing to show for it. She has not successfully prosecuted a case recently that is important to the message for the American people that Atlanta is going to be a safe environment to enjoy and vacate in. You failed at going after Donald J. Trump. And let's not forget about this rapper trial that you went after, again, for your own personal gain, because the rapper that you went after had beef with your ex-lover that you used to fuck back in the day named Big Nut. Which I'm quite sure that's probably why your husband divorced you. Because you was getting big nuts from Big Nuts, allegedly. So that case is dead in the water. So let's move on to the next case they tried to get Trump on. They tried to get Trump on this classified documents, which again is the stupidest case of all time, because we had Yuckmouth Biden had classified documents in the open in the garage by his old Corvette. But he gets a warm glass of milk and some cookies and maybe even a binky. Trump, he has classified documents secured in his house in a room that no one ever goes in, even though he declassified the classified documents. They still try to get him on trial for that in Florida. Well, that didn't work. Come to find out, it's unconstitutional. So I say that to say this, guys. Why is Donald J. Trump Teflon? Because God got this man's back. Everybody has done everything they can to destroy this man. And it hasn't worked. And people that keep saying that Trump is the devil or they feel like he's a... Think about what they did to Jesus. Jesus was scrutinized. They didn't believe nothing he came out of his mouth. But at the end of the day, his word prevailed through death. And that's what we're looking at here with this example here. And I'm not comparing Trump to Jesus. It's just a actual way of getting you to understand. The Democratic Party has known now that they lost the election, because that assassination attempt made Trump come out looking like a leader, fist in the air, the American flag draped behind him on a crystal blue sky, clear blue sky. You can't beat that epic photo. I don't care who you is. And people see that and people gonna be like, that's my leader. That's who I want to lead my country. Nobody wants to see no feeble guy have to be note card up just to talk to people. So yeah, that's where we at. It's down to the wire now. And the Democrats, that's why they're not trying to overthrow Joe. It's no need. Who they got? Kamala sucks. Trump just picked his running mate. Yeah. Yeah, man. It is what it is. But anyway, I will try to get on tonight and talk to you guys. I will actually try to talk more and expand on this topic. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. Y'all know what it is. I'm out.